Oh, there you are. Okay. So save changes. I think I got it for everyone.
Yep.
Day 3, you guys are all going to be speeded back into the paddle wheel lounge. I'm just going to go ahead and move everyone's tokens, and you are here for Forrest's haikus. Again, feel free to steal mine. You know what? Let's bring Ray down here too. Ray can join.
You know what? I've got a snake haiku, so I can do that one.
Cool.
Let me bring these over here. Man cannot be weak. Strong man can't write poetry. What is man to do? Weights are not heavy. Heavy heart weighs so much more. How can man lift that? There are many sports where you kick and throw the balls. They are all very good. Egyptians are smart. They taught me so many things. You can eat and live. Where did the snakes go? How did they leave here so fast? Will they come back again? Thank you.
You know, when I
was really great.
Go ahead and try to type them into the box so other people can read them. But because you're still very quiet, but I heard all of them, and I have to say, when I originally designed that, I thought of the old Spot from Star Trek, and how that was just the most awful poem ever. Oh wow,
that did not go according to plan.
That semi-worked. Okay. You guys do that. Poetry reading is over. That is going to be served over breakfast. And you notice there seems to be a lack of people in here. The population of the ship has seemed to decrease by a lot. You're looking around, and there's about 50% less people in this room specifically, and you didn't see many people in the hallways.
Is the security guy here? Stay here?
He is nowhere to be found.
Have we reached Baton Rouge yet?
You reached Baton Rouge on day 2.
Okay.
I forgot to tell you that I was going day to day. I didn't write the places on the top of my thing. Bad prep for me. Sorry, guys.
That might be why.
Okay. Yeah. You guys reached Baton Rouge. You guys have officially are leaving Natchez, which is your 3rd stop. And you guys are onwards towards Vicksburg.
Vicksburg.
At least that's what you thought until the captain walked into the room and says that we are going to be sailing through the entire night for Memphis.
I ask why.
Orders from the owner of the ship.
Okay.
He has a pickup for us north of in Memphis for us to bring down south to New Orleans.
I approach the captain and ask if I can get an interview with the owner for the story I'm writing.
He says that the owner is going to be meeting us for dinner tonight.
Okay.
You are free to talk to him when you meet him tonight.
Sounds good.
And so the question is there anything special you guys do throughout the day?
I'll go find David and see if anybody else is missing. Or see if he has noticed anyone else missing.
You search the ship and you cannot find David. From what you can tell, nobody has seen him since last night.
Oh, do I know which room is his?
Yes.
I'm
going to go ahead and mark him 207 for right now.
207.
Yes. The general idea is the purple is the upper staff, the yellow is the lower staff, like bartenders and dealers for the casinos and stuff, and the green is the guests. That's the general concept here.
Okay.
So, um, you go to his room.
Yeah. Is it open?
The door is open, and he is not in there. From what you can tell, the bed has been made to perfection, almost like a military person would. And the balcony window is open. Well, balcony door, sorry, is open.
And there is a radio in there?
There is not a radio in this room.
There's no radio in this room.
No. Looking out at the balcony, there appears to be a crushed one on the ground.
Ah. So like he threw it out.
That's what it appears to be, yes.
Okay. Are his keys here?
Yes, his keys are here.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm going to take his keys.
Okay.
Those are the keys to every room in the ship, right?
That is correct.
Sweet.
Yoink.
Right? Is there anything else here that could prove helpful, like more bullets, or a better gun, or a better knife?
Not that you can tell.
So would that be a spot hidden?
That would be a spot hidden roll if you really want to search.
Okay, I think there's something wrong. There we go. Okay.
That's what we want to do, yes.
Got it.
Okay. You have failed. You do not see anything special in this room.
Poop.
Okay.
Okay, well, at least I got the keys.
You have the keys to the ship. Is there anything else you guys do before dinner? Where you guys are going to meet the owner of the ship?
Forrest is actually going to go through whatever rooms are not locked and start pitching the radios overboard.
Okay, say that again. I got distracted by the question that popped up in the chat box. Could you try that again?
I was saying that Forrest is going to go through any rooms that aren't locked and pitch the radios overboard.
Okay. And you will find a lot of them. The people themselves, some of them are there, some of them aren't. They all agree they don't know what the radio are, and they're all pretty happy to give the big, burly man the radio.
Since I have my little notepad, I will write down the rooms that are locked.
Okay.
So I know which ones still have radios in them.
Okay, I will go ahead and summarize that, and I'll assume that Carpe DM can help you go through them again.
Okay.
With the keys.
Okay.
Sure.
Because there's 3 decks of ship here. I don't want to go through every room.
Yeah.
That would take way too long.
Yep.
So these radios were not in our rooms prior to the second night, correct?
Correct.
Is there anywhere on the ship where they could have been stored?
There are spots below deck that are not labeled on the map. You thought they were for storing alcohol, maybe extra food, but there are spots below deck.
Okay. Since I now have the keys, can we go check those and see if they indeed have food and alcohol? Or if they perhaps were where all of these radios had been stored?
You guys are going to go below deck, and you are going to find a crate full of the radios. You're also going to find a locked door.
A locked door for which I do not have the key, presumably?
Correct. But thankfully, one of you is a lockpick.
Well, it isn't me.
It's the FBI agent. Christ.
Until somebody comes forward with the idea of picking the lock, Forrest is going to try and brawn through it, kicking the door down, etc.
So can I assume that everyone is at this door?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would that be a safe assumption? So we're going to switch you guys over by a map, and we're going to switch you to what I labeled as the radio room, okay?
Okay.
Which is a much smaller map. Everything else we've encountered.
Oh, quick question.
Okay.
Can I do first aid on anybody who's taken damage, or does that recharge overnight, or how does that work?
I also have first aid, so I could be taking advantage of that.
Okay. So everyone should be switched over to that if I did this right, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So breaking down that door, you are going to find a strange, kind of like an operating chair sitting in the middle of the room. It has the same symbol on it that the pendant you found earlier, and it is dead center on that casket. Around on the table are various electric wires and other things that most of you don't understand. And you see the little circles. Let me get my pointer mouse again. I need to set that as a map layer. Not okay. Anyway, you see that the circles, seem to be glowing and connected to what looks like an antenna.
Hmm.
You hear talking further down this room.
Forrest will look between the others and ask if anyone understands this and motions to the stuff.
No.
Ray might.
Once. But Ray can already be gone. Actually, when I was going through the rooms, because I know which room is Ray's, did I encounter Ray? Was it abandoned?
You did not encounter Ray. Ray was not there. And from what you can tell, nobody has lived in that room for 7 days.
Nobody's been in that room for how long, sorry?
Several days, up to a week, nobody has lived in that room. There is dust covering the shelves and the bed.
Forrest will turn to Harold and he says, Ray is strange, and then nods.
Have you seen him?
I think Ray is like the snakes. Whatever that he nods.
I don't understand the casket thing, but I'm going to try to take a picture of it.
Okay.
Picture.
See that roll.
Good grief.
You are taking another blurry picture.
I can't take a picture to save my life today.
Okay. Keith, do you have a action?
Let's
He just
see.
died. Radio fell on him. It was tragic.
Could we roll occult and see if we can figure out what the heck is going on?
Yes, you could.
Because glowing looks really weird.
You see a success.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure whatever's in that casket is powering the entire system. You're not sure what could be powering it. The only way to find that out is to open the casket.
Could I try to just disconnect the casket from the glowing things?
Yes, you could.
Be careful when you touch those.
Well, my thought is,
you're gonna be doing a machine.
if it comes out, I'm gonna throw the Molotov at it. Well, I'm gonna light the Molotov and then throw it at it.
Okay. You're gonna do a machine roll.
Holy crap!
Good
You
job.
succeed in disconnecting it. The casket cracks open and steam is leaking out. You have unhooked the machine.
I ready my gun.
Yeah, that sounds like a
You
good
have your
plan.
gun ready.
Let's see.
Forrest will actually go around the other side of the casket and make like a hand gesture as though he's gonna pull the lid off.
All right.
Once the
Is that
sorry,
Sarah that's feedbacking?
yeah.
That helped. Okay.
Once the people with guns are ready, he's gonna haul the lid off the casket.
Okay, when you haul the lid off the casket, a body comes and sits straight up. It seems to gasp for air and then freezes. Everyone make a sanity roll.
Oh, fuck.
Why are you guys letting the muscle do any thinking? Like, why are you letting this happen?
If you succeed, you're taking half. If you fail, you're taking all of it, okay?
Ooh, 51. Whoops. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you succeed, you're taking 7. If you fail, you're taking 14. As this corpse appears to be David.
Oh.
He is shriveled up. It looks like he's been drained of whatever was in him. And he is now nothing but basically skin and bones.
Is he alive?
He was when you woke him up, and he had died on the first breath in.
Does he say anything before he keels over?
Ask again?
Does he say anything before he croaks?
Snake. And
Kill Dumbledore? That is such a spoiler, and 100 years early, too. What the hell?
he slumps back into his coffin and is dead. You still hear the voices coming from down here. I don't have a room for it, but there is a door here.
Oh.
For the record, I've officially hit half sanity.
Oh. Then uno momento, por favor.
Because the half sanity is the one that's listed, right?
The listed number
So I've got Sam
is
55, and I just hit 54.
So wait, what?
It says San 55, and I just hit 54.
Okay, you were supposed to start at 55. Okay.
Oh, that's
So for 55, the half would be 20.
28 or 27.
About one of those numbers, round down. So 27.
Oh, sorry, I thought the sanity had already been put in. Okay.
No. I mean, I thought I did, but I might have done it wrong. Keep in mind, I did those characters at about 3 in the morning, so. But from the sound of it, you are still pretty much at half sanity.
No, I'm actually over, for now.
Where are you at?
37.
Okie dokie.
Somehow.
Dead bodies. Rough.
Dead bodies are rough, especially when you know them.
I think I took half damage because he was kind of an asshole. So I wasn't that upset by it.
Forrest will just kind of like stare at the body for a second and then put the like force the casket back with like the lid of the casket back on.
And I'll get back to you on your mental illness in a second. I have to find the chart for it.
As I said, I've got a few more before I hit half, so I'm okay.
Yeah. And I found it. Okay. So you have a few more before you hit half. On the table is sitting a book. There is a page dog-eared in it, and the book says the Book of Apahe.
Do I know anything about Apane from history skill?
You can roll.
Okay. Rolling history. Good grief.
You have never heard of him in your life.
Okay.
From my conversations with Ray, is this a similar name to Apophis?
That is probably what he was talking about.
I'm going to pick that shit up.
Okay. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show everyone the dog-eared page. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Spitting upon a pep, defiling a pep with the left foot, taking a lens to smite a pep, taking a knife to smite a pep, putting fire upon a pep.
Yes.
Okay, who let Forrest write his poetry in the book?
That door busts down. I need my mouse again to do that. And we're gonna put a snake there.
Oh.
No.
Except that snake is about that big.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh God.
And it busts down the door. Everyone give me a sanity roll because you've already encountered small snakes and you're already freaked out by these things.
Why is there a
I'm gonna
giant
beat a
snake?
44, and I'm not gonna. No. Nope.
Nope.
You're taking 2 if you pass and 5 if you fail.
How many points is that? Oh, 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Half for. Okay.
Are you at half?
Yes. 5 if you fail.
I assume this is going to go into initiative.
This immediately goes into initiatives, yes.
Okay.
I do need to know if anybody has been pushed over the half limit, though.
I have not yet been pushed over the half limit. Apparently, bartenders are very sane.
Apparently. Especially during the prohibition and half drunk.
I've got like 3 points left until I hit the half. My next sanity check is gonna push that.
Okay, so Leela,
I am not half yet. Okay.
you're our first in initiative.
I'm gonna shoot the snake.
You're going to shoot the snake. Okay.
So handgun roll. This is a firearms roll.
Ah!
Handgun.
Okay, do your firearms roll.
Okay. Oh no!
And you missed. Hits the wall of the boat. Keith, you're next.
I lost my little pop-up for the... Oh, there it is. Boom.
I can put that
can-
back up if you need it, but
Yeah, I got it. Can I try and spit on the snake?
you could try to spit on a snake, yes.
All right. Can I spit on the snake and also try and shoot it?
Probably. I will let you go ahead and roll your shooting.
Okay. Do. Handgun.
You hit the snake. Do your damage.
Ah, damn it.
You do 3 points of damage to the snake, and the snake felt it. Okay, Forrest, you're next.
I'm gonna pick up the lid of the sarcophagi and hit the snake with it.
Okay, roll an attack roll. We'll go ahead and do fist. And you're going to roll a d6 damage for the sarcophagi and your strength bonus damage to add it on. If that made any sense to you at all.
It did. I'm just trying to find fist because I'm not familiar. There we are.
Fist him.
Yeah, hit him.
Woo!
1d6.
Okay.
Is it just 1d6 plus 12? I have 12 strength.
No, that's not what I meant.
Okay, then
You should have an attack bonus.
Oh, yes.
It should be like 1d4.
1d4, yeah.
Yeah. So it's 1d6 plus 1d4 at that point.
6.
6 points of damage dealt to the snake. The snake is definitely feeling it, and it is bleeding profusely. Harold?
I'm going to let out a 3-round burst into this snake.
Okay.
So
Do you remember how earlier I was talking about the half, quarter, and normal shots?
yeah.
That's what you're rolling off of. So you roll your full, and then you roll a half, and then you roll a quarter.
Okay. So
Does that
the
make sense?
first one.
Is rolling it. You hit the first shot.
Ooh, sexy.
You're getting kinky with that snake.
All right, and then 45%. Not 45. 35%.
And you're rolling under 35%. You missed the second one.
And then quarter. It's about 18. Well, 19. No.
Okay.
Okay. No, just
So
the
you hit
first
the
one.
first shot and do damage.
So it's 1d8 plus 1d4, right?
It's just 1d8 for firearms.
Okay.
Firearms just do their straight up damage. They don't do anything extra.
1.
You take out the snake, and now it is a one-eyed snake.
It is a one-eyed snake.
Oh,
Awesome.
thank God it's not a one-eyed trouser snake.
Maggie, it is your turn.
Great. Maggie's the one to deal with the trouser snake. That's just fantastic.
I want to rush over to the table and see if there's anything that I can use to beat the shit out of the snake.
You find lots of different vials. You find a lead pipe. You find spare parts and large boxes, but that's about it.
Okay, I will grab the lead pipe then. And, yeah, I can do that. I'll come down here and I'm going to whack the snake with my pipe.
Okay. So you're rolling as if a fist attack.
Fist attack, okay.
Fist him.
Is there something for that on my sheet, or am I just going to roll a D100?
That is at the bottom of your sheet. You have a 50% in it.
Oh God, she's fisting the trouser snake.
I'm
Whoa.
fisting the trouser snake.
What's
Fist,
impressive
fist,
more, the fact
fist.
that we're at fisting a trouser snake, or the fact that it took us 2.5
Oh,
hours
here
to
it is.
get to fisting a trouser snake?
Fist, there we go. Boom.
Careful, it spits.
You have
It
hit
may
the snake.
spit, but I don't.
So it's a
Oh my!
Hey guys,
fitting trousers.
you have hit the snake.
Following Maggie.
Okay. Roll 1d6 for me, Yumi.
Okay. I'll just open this up. It's easier that way. 1 damage.
And I'm going to go ahead and say you guys have pinged the snake to death. It is now on the ground.
Fuck yeah.
Force
Woo.
continues smushing.
You guys feel as the ship has stopped, and you hear the port bells go off.
I don't know about you.
Bells? Does that mean dinner time?
That bell sounds like we've made port.
Oh,
I'm getting off this fucking boat.
Forrest is gonna spend another turn or two beating the shit out of that dead snake.
You beat the shit out of that dead snake.
shouldn't we defile it with our left foot and then take a lance to it and then tie it up and then take a knife to it and then light it on fire?
Okay, you probably should, because you're not somebody who writes muscle haikus. I, on the other hand, am going to continue to get out of the sarcophagus island.
Okay, I'm going to talk to the dick.
Okay.
Not the
We already
chest,
dealt
the
with it.
dick.
Wait, is that the snake or the investigator?
Yes,
I
Okay,
am
what is it?
indeed.
Harold? Okay, you know that
Yes.
book?
Yes.
There's a cat of some sort cutting off the snake's head.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't we do that to this giant snake?
Yes.
Okay, let's do... Do you have a lance? Because I don't have a lance.
You think, no, I do not have a lance. I have a gun, though.
You could maybe use the edge of the door to the coffin.
I don't know if that... Does that count as a lance? What if we
Has to
use
be a lamp?
What if we used like a needle or something, like when you lance a boil?
You're gonna try to pop the snake.
I'm just saying, it says, I'm reading from the book here. We got a
I
lance.
lost the book. I don't know where the book went. I'm sorry.
Does the snake have a lance that we can take? Because it says take a lance to smite Epep.
Oh.
It does not have a lance to give you.
Oh, well, that won't work then.
So, does anyone go above deck?
No. I'm not doing it. I need to try to catalog all the stuff that's in here, like try to fail miserably at taking more photos, because this is an amazing story and the people need to know about this. Because I'm a journalist. So.
what
The snake is dead, right?
The snake is dead and it is not moving.
I am stomping on its head.
It is getting
Okay.
squished. You have defiled the corpse of a snake.
All right, Forrest, can you carry this up so that we can find a lance to take to it?
You asked, like, you got as far as...
Maybe
Forrest,
there's a lance in
carry
the
it?
other room. Like right in here.
You got as far as, Forrest, can you carry it? And he's already got it lifted up on his shoulder. And he's walking into the next room where it came from, looking around.
The next room seems to have a microphone set up in it, and that is it.
Oh.
It looks
Oh,
there for a
microphone.
second, turns around, walks back out.
The radio.
I can assume that the radio transmission came from that room.
Yeah.
And this snake was the one speaking.
You can safely assume.
Okay.
Can I try and disconnect that microphone?
It's already had
You
its
are
power
not
shut off,
publishing this.
but yes.
Is the FBI agent threatening me?
Yes. You are not publishing this. This is just too crazy.
Like hell I'm not. Now I'm gonna snap a picture and run for the door.
When you get back upstairs, you notice the entire crew is gone. And you recognize this city. You guys are docked in Memphis.
I finally got a success on my photography skill.
Woohoo!
Woo! Docked in Memphis. All right, I run away from the FBI agent who's gonna try to keep this in the dark.
Okay. You notice there is a trail of people headed towards a warehouse out in the city.
Really?
And what city is this?
Memphis.
This is the city of Memphis, Tennessee.
I'm gonna follow the trail of people because that's what I do.
I'm following after her.
Everyone else?
Well, Forrest is going to notice this and like just abruptly drop the snake and start following them because what else is he going to do?
Wait, no, bring the snake. We need to lance it and feather it and knife it and burn it.
So, are we near,
I think you're a
are we
little
near
too
where we
obsessed
had
with
dinner?
snake.
Like, do we have to walk by the dining area?
Sure.
All right. Lance is going to, or Forrest is going to look around for a second as Keith says that, pick a knife off of the table and stab the snake's head into the table with the knife.
That works. It is looking like it's lanced.
All right, you have that Molotov, right?
Yeah. Can you tie the snake into like a knot or something? Does that count as feathering?
Forrest will do that because
Maybe several knots?
Forrest will tie it in as many knots as Keith insists are necessary. He will just
Okay.
keep tying knots.
I just pretty much keep saying, yeah, another one, until he's like, I can't do it anymore, Captain.
Okay.
All right, then I'll take my knife and stab it several times. Probably in the eyes.
You have stabbed it several times. Okay.
And I don't want to give up my Molotov, so I'll find something else flammable and find a way to light it on fire.
You burn the snake. You burn the snake, and then you catch up with the rest of your group. They've already went ahead. I'm going to move you guys over a slide, and you guys are now at the warehouse. Let me get your tokens out there. You guys are at the warehouse. You guys see all the cultists, and you see the big empty warehouse, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Roll me a sanity check.
Oh, damn it.
About what
Sanitation.
Sanity.
Sanitation.
Again, if you pass, you take half. If you fail, you take all.
Aha.
I just went under half
Uh,
by a large margin.
wait, that was 25 sanity? Well,
You
I'm at
guys
7.
see a pit open up,
Holy shit.
and at the bottom of it are a lot of snakes.
Oh my god.
You guys watch as the cultists slowly, these guys jump in to the pit. Those are your fellow passengers.
What?
Oh my gosh.
And for the record, I am now below half sanity.
Yeah.
I know.
7?
I think everybody
you hear
probably
them
is.
chanting a name. I'm going to go ahead and give to Leela that she doesn't need to roll anything to know the name Apep.
Oh, how much sanity damage do we take?
25? Unless you
25.
pass. Then you take half. Which should be like,
25?
you are now looking at the god of serpents from Egyptian culture. You see the guy in the center is dressed up, and he is calling to Apep.
Can I shoot him?
It is Leela's turn.
Well, I'm gonna snap a picture, I think.
Who went below half is my first question.
Everybody?
I'm below half.
Pretty sure
Okay.
all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am at 9.
So we're gonna start, Leela. You are terrified of the giant snake, and to the point where you want to run.
I'm pretty sure that applies to all of us.
Make me a power roll.
Yeah.
You're gonna roll below
what roll?
your power. Power. Roll below your power. POW.
POW. Power.
And if you succeed, you get to shoot this turn. Otherwise, you recover.
Where? Where would I find that? It's
It's gonna be up near the con and Dex.
I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Power roll. I don't see a die for it. Sorry.
You have to type it into the chat box.
Okay. So another thing I've never done before.
/roll and type 1d100.
1d100. Sorry.
It's all good.
I don't think I'm doing this right. Nope. Oh.
/R.
There we go.
There you go. You have failed. You are fleeing for this turn. So
Run away.
and you go, oh shit, I'm out. And you start running the opposite way.
Okay.
Next initiative is Keith.
So what insanity do I have?
You start rapidly talking and babbling. Almost incoherently. You still get to shoot, you just can't communicate with any of your party.
Blam!
What is your action? Shooting? You miss, and you hit the guy in the middle. And he falls into the pit.
Wasn't that who I was aiming for? Wasn't that the main cultist?
Mm-hmm. And he seemed to almost move into your bullet.
Oh, damn it.
And out of the pit? No, not yet. Forrest, we still have to do you.
What is my crazy?
Your crazy is you go homicidal towards everything in that room.
I just want you all
Oh,
to
shit.
know I've loved you from the moment we started playing this.
Forrest, remember, they're not in the room yet.
Oh, they're not in the room.
When they enter the room, they're going to be in your rage, but right now they are not. You are homicidal towards everything in that room.
Is Keith within reach of me, though?
To the point of when everything is dead, you're going to kill yourself.
Is Keith within reach of me?
No, Keith is not within reach of you. Maggie is.
No, that was I was checking because that could have gone really badly. Okay, I'm going to run over and start kicking cultists into the pit.
So about there?
Yeah.
And you can kick that cultist into the pit. And we'll give you that one too. Harold?
What is my crazy? Oh, crap.
You suddenly have a taste for human flesh.
Oh, no!
This is not going to affect your combat, but you are now really wanting to eat actual people.
I got the Plutovari virus.
To the point of you're going to kill a person to eat them.
Oh.
Harold, please take your turn.
I am going to go up here and fire. I've reloaded at this point.
Mhm.
I believe. So.
Fire around at the cultist?
Yeah. And this cultist right here.
Okay.
All right, that hits.
Do your damage.
Four.
He drops down dead. Maggie, you are next on my list. Your crazy is you just start screaming.
I'm very good at this.
So it's
And you
the
don't-
rest of the game has been for you, Maggie.
You don't stop screaming. That's the end of the initiatives. So these guys are going to jump into the pit. These guys are going to move. They look at you and they say, "You are all going to die." And almost on cue, a giant snake pops out of the hole.
Scream at it.
You guys are past the point of sanity where you are more scared of that than your own illnesses. You are going to go to kill that thing.
We're gonna
And
what?
it says, by the will of Apep, you will all die.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna yell curses involving Bestat at him.
Hey,
I'm gonna
Leela, you are officially regaining control of yourself. You are no longer running away.
I'm not.
Nope.
Okay. So now that I'm no longer running away, I'm gonna run away.
You start running.
Still not. Well, I'm only gonna move to like here, or maybe here,
Okay.
because I still have insatiable curiosity. So.
Yeet. There's a giant snake here.
Yeah.
He is saying to me that he is a manifestation of Apep.
Well, then I guess we need to spit on it, don't we?
I still don't know what the hell is with the spitting.
Because it's so in the book.
It's said to spit on him, defile him, lance him, feather him, knife him, and fire on him.
That's why I lost my book.
Okay, well, I'm apparently the only one who remembers the book, so
Okay.
I'm the one carrying the book.
okay.
My character can read, okay?
So I am no longer speaking gibberish.
That is correct.
Oh, thank God.
It's a temporary illness.
Even though I'm not speaking gibberish, I apparently will be, because I'm just going to start basically saying the actions we need to do in order over and over and over and over and over again.
Okay. What is your action?
I guess I'm going to run in, shoot one of the cultists, and then try and spit on it.
So you have to be about there before I'll let you spit on it.
Fair enough. I'm going
Um,
to shoot at this guy.
Okay.
Blam!
Your damage. You
Blam!
hit that cultist in the head, and you spit on the snake. The snake has been spit on. Forrest, you are more homicidal towards these people than the snake.
I'm gonna run over here. And I'm gonna throw this cultist at the snake.
Okay. Roll your percentiles, roll your fist.
Left foot first!
As they so kindly put it in the chat box, spit and fist.
No, it's the left foot!
So
I did not succeed.
you do not pick up the cultist. You instead punch him.
Okay.
So roll damage as if you punched him.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna knock him back a square because you're a bodybuilder. Harold, it is your turn.
Is it safe to assume that a bullet from, say, a submachine gun would count as a lance? Because we don't have any lances.
I do not know.
Okay. I'm going to shoot it anyway. I'm still, craving human flesh too, right?
You are.
Yeah. So I'm going to put a 3-round burst into this snake's face.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, no, that's the wrong number. I'm sorry. Ignore that last one. Okay. So I miss all 3.
Okay.
So what happens next?
You missed all 3. You missed all your shots.
Okay.
It turns to Maggie's turn, who is still screaming maniacally.
I can still do things while I'm screaming maniacally, right?
You might as well.
Okay. I'm gonna go over here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take off one of my shoes and throw it at the giant snake.
Okay, roll.
What would I roll for that?
There's a throw skill on the sheet.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there is.
Throw skill. That would be a T.
So you actually have to put a number in there, or else it won't roll. It'll just say 1.
Ah, okay. What number do I put in there?
Put 25.
Okay. Those were expensive shoes too. Like,
You know what? I'm willing to say he felt so bad that he succeeds on this and actually hits the snake with the damn shoe. Because that roll in itself can cause a gun to malfunction.
Right.
So you're going to hit the snake, and the snake is going to pop into a million tiny snakes.
what?
Oh, fuck
better.
no.
I blame Carpe. His fault.
And
He
they
didn't
are
need to
small
blame.
and about the size that you can step on. Cultists are going to be devoured by snakes this round. Leela, it is your turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna run back round
Okay.
to here
Okay.
and then try to shoot one of the snakes.
You see a lot of tiny snakes. Go ahead.
All right. Blam!
You hit a snake.
Cool.
One of the tiny snakes dies.
Yay. Good
Pete, it is your turn. You are now surrounded by snakes.
Yeah.
When their
Fuck,
initiative comes, they're going to try to eat you.
fuck that in the ass. I'm going to back up to the doorway and light my Molotov and throw it into the biggest mass I can see.
Okay.
Because I think I'm the only one with that much fire.
You throw it, and I'm actually gonna have to unbury the other tokens right now. You're gonna kill all the snakes. I'm not even gonna roll for it. You're gonna get all those snakes.
All the ones on that side.
No, you're gonna get the entire mess actually.
Oh.
Just give me a sec to select the right amount. Fine. And they all reconstitute into the big snake, which is now on fire.
Well, I guess that's kind of good.
Thank you, Carpe. Now our mortal enemy is on fire.
Forrest, it is your turn, and the big snake is on fire. From what you can tell from the book and what you can remember, you are missing only one thing left. Stabbing it.
Am I still homicidal?
Very much so, but that snake just took all your meat and all your kills.
Does anybody have a sharp object that I can see?
I've got a knife.
Yeah, but is it visible?
Check your inventory.
Hey, you know what? You could fetter it. Grapple it.
He could grapple the damn snake. I would let him feather the snake.
Well, could the argument be made that a pencil would be stabbing it?
Yes.
So Forrest, in a homicidal rage, is going to leap at the snake's face and try and stab it in the eye with a pencil.
Okay.
Forrest and pray.
Roll me a jump check.
Ooh, I like Pirate Badger's idea.
Of course you do.
Holy shit.
Yes!
You stab the snake, and you feel as the entire thing fills with energy, and you have just dispelled a greater god. It flings you and all your friends back outside the building. And you guys are knocked on your backs as the building slowly burns to the ground.
Wow.
And up behind you walks Ray. Watching the burning building.
Hi, Ray. You're looking pretty tasty right now.
He taps each of you on your head and cures the sanity.
Oh, not anymore.
Stands up and reveals he is Ra, the god of the sun.
Oh. Hi. Thanks for that sun up there. It's a great job.
He nods his head to you and thanks you for what you've done. And says that his followers will take care of the site in years to come.
All right, thank you.
And then he disappears.
Well, that's good.
So you guys watch as the building slowly burns to the ground.
I'm going to take care of every police report here so no one knows about the snakes.
And you learn that, just to put you guys into a modern perspective.
I pull out my flask. Anyone?
Forrest
Anyone?
takes it,
I take a
just,
drink.
knocks it. Forrest is just gonna knock he
Your character?
The FBI agent reaches out for it, and Forrest snatches that shit out of his hand and just knocks the flask out. Forrest is done with this shit.
Your characters are probably going to retire from traveling for a while. And live on their lives. But I have a little bit more information to tell you that I think is kind of cool. Nobody touches this site for 30 years, okay? 30 years later, in Memphis, Tennessee, shows up that.
Oh.
Oh,
on
cool.
your exact site that you guys just cleaned.
That's awesome.
You have capped off the center of a hired demon. Congratulations, guys. You guys survived Call of Cthulhu.
Yes.
Woo! And we were only insane for one round.